Hello everyone and welcome to My Imagine Comics Entertainment. In today's episode, we're going to be drawing characters by using different shapes. And you can actually see this is what we did a few episodes back, so I'm going to continue this series. What I'm going to do is basically draw different characters, but I'm not allowed to erase stuff. In fact, I have got a 2B pencil. For those guys who don't know, 2B pencils are basically hard to erase. And I'm also not allowed to use an eraser. So let's begin with our first character. So the first shape we're actually going to draw is a circle. Now, when I think of a circle, I think of a very soft, gentle person. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to actually give it googly eyes and a nose, but I'm just not going to make it any normal nose. I'm going to give it a bit of a stretch nose like this. Now this is a very simple character, so you can do whatever you want. And yeah, we're going to actually draw this. I'm gonna make everything out of circles. Then what we're going to do is we're going to draw the hair. The hair is going to be looking like this. It's also going to connect like this to the whole body. Give him a little nice smile. I'm also going to make him look kind of young, to be exact. This kind of reminds me of SpongeBob, by the way. 2 ears. This side will not be showing that much. And a mouth line. Then what we can actually do is basically expand this image. We can give him some 2 short, stubby legs. And we can position them like this, both sides. Like this. This kind of looks like a Minion movie, I know, but we're doing something very stupid right now. Then I can just add different things. Can make the hands. Should make him look at this. So this is a very basic character. You can just add more things on top of it. Let me just shade in the hair a little bit. But right here, maybe add some shadows right here. Make it more, I guess, cinematic, if you will. To color this side, color this, and yeah, this is our first character, and this character is made up of a circle. Now this character was a very basic character, so I didn't really need to expand it, but the next few characters we do have to actually give us some pose. This is just looking stiff. So the next character is going to be made up out of a square. Or I guess a rectangle to be exact. Now let's start with the base. I'm going to start with the stomach, as I like to call it. We're going to start like this. And when I think of a square, I think of someone who is actually very, how do I call this? Not angry to be exact. Someone who is very depressed, looks like an old man, like the guy from Up, the old guy from Up. So let's start with this. I'm going to start with a small head, and an angular body. And this sort of reminds me of the scientist, I don't know his actual name, from the Powerpuff Girls. And that's not what I'm trying to achieve, by the way. But yeah, it does kind of remind me of him in a way. Maybe we can make him, carry some sort of toxic material that would definitely destroy humanity in the next 1,525 years. Not that he has those things, but just for fun. And let me just shift my canvas around to actually be able to, for you guys to see. We're going to change the color of this to black. So also to give him some more personality. Then we're going to straighten this part up. Yeah, this is our second character. But it's time to go to the final character. So the final character is going to be made of a triangle. Now triangles are mostly for villains. You see this in a lot of Disney movies. They actually have the villains as triangles. This time I'm going to make a woman. A girl with this kind of thing. So I can't use the razor tool, right? Let's just adjust. You know what? I'm gonna draw right here because I can't use the razor tool. I'm gonna give it some of this. Just like this. Just like that. Just I'm gonna make it look like she is actually very powerful. Looking kind of like, like Maleficent. Hope that's clear enough. I'm not really great at drawing hands, so, don't expect me to draw great hands, by the way. Hands are like the hardest things for any artist. I think like you need to be a very advanced artist to know how to draw hands, to be exact. Just to be exact. And I'm going to try to actually include a lot of triangles in this design. Actually, you know what, I'm just gonna put it right here. Right here. Now for the eyes, also sort of like a triangle shape. The nose, triangle. And yeah, that's basically the last character. Now that we have learned that different shapes can make different characters, I need to actually show you something that's very important. So when we are actually creating a character, like for example this guy, you can actually see I use different length of the circle to actually make his head and his torso. Okay, I also used like a sort of a cylinder shape to make his feet. But this guy is the same thing. So just keep that in mind when you're creating your characters with different shapes. Don't just stick to creating your characters like this. Having the same wavelength will not make your characters interesting. Instead, you should go for very dynamic. I don't know how to explain it thoroughly. Dynamic poses like this guy right here. It's very dynamic. The shapes are different most of all, and yeah, just having fun with different shapes. Now it's time for your homework. I want you to create 3 different characters using 3 different shapes, those meaning the sphere or the circle the triangle, and the square. And have fun. Use different wavelengths. Use a different medium that you usually do. Just have fun with your art. Don't make your art boring. And yeah, if you have any questions, leave them below. I'll answer them. And yeah, thank you guys for watching my Magic Comics Entertainment. And I will be posting some new stuff here, maybe later. This few days I wasn't able to do that, so sorry about that. But I'm going to try to post more frequently on this channel. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Until next time, I'm out.